think we should do it tonight.
We shouldn't even be doing this in the first place.
There's no way they could be that bad.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this all week long.
It's done, okay?
Hey! This marriage intervention is long overdue.
It sounds even more insane when you say it out loud.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
Did it feel exciting to get attention from some cute young girl? Yes.
Making your way in the world today.
Takes everything you got.
Yep.
So that was a movie we watched.
It was a movie we watched. Mainly we learned that you and I do not like slice of life movies, which unfortunately is so many like queer movies.
And that's
slice of life movies.
Exactly what we just watched.
Yep, we did.
Written and directed by Clea Duvall, which is
Yay!
awesome. Yay!
Clea Duvall.
Clea, we love a good Clea Duvall.
Yep.
We love Clea Duvall, how much she plays queer.
Mm-hmm.
We love that she's
Great
making...
actress. She is queer though, IRL, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We love that she's making queer...
It was
rom-com,
really
Christmas rom-com.
It was very nice to have queer representation in a movie that is predominantly about straight people or has predominantly straight people.
I mean,
it's nice to just see that. Oh, I forgot she's doing that Christmas movie.
Yeah, she's doing a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was 3 straight couples and then a queer couple.
Yes.
So it was nice to mix that in. And also, I mean, seeing Natasha Lyonne and Clea Duvall back together is like a But I'm a Cheerleader reunion, which was a delight. And also, obviously, they have the most chemistry because they've like known each other for the longest, and they had the funniest scene.
I think there was truly nothing wrong with the directing. I think just in general, it was very much like, it's just a slice of life movie. So not too much moves forward. It's just like couples in a house. Like that's why most indies are these type of movies, because you have constraints that mean that you can keep the budget pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Usually actors or directors or writers find their friends, they make a movie, and it exists. I will say, for me, the one thing that is so hard, and I think this comes out a lot more when I'm tipsy, is probably just because it's my true feelings. It's really hard to watch a movie where there are truly no people of color.
It's just all white people.
And they're not even all family members. I think that's the hardest part, is like when it's not even that they're all family and related by blood, it feels sloppy and like intentional to not think about that kind of stuff.
And I mean, there are movies that have like bucked that trend a little bit. Like if you talk about like The Little Woods with Tessa Thompson and Lily James. I mean, they're technically sisters in that, but I think they're half sisters. But at least you do include people of color within it.
Grace and Frankie, they're adopted children instead. So one
I didn't
sibling
realize
is
that.
black and one sibling is white. There's just really no excuse for having an only white cast.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting because a lot of times people think of like, well, there are movies with only black people or only Asian people or only Greek people or whatever it is, but it's like, I think it's just because everything else in the world is only white, straight people for the most part. So it is nice to see queer representation. I just wish that we didn't have to pick and choose. Like, even in Schitt's Creek, Dan Levy always says, like, everyone's like, well, in that small town, wouldn't they face a lot more discrimination? He's like, well, this is the world as I'd like to see it. But then when people ask him about people of color, it's, like, just not a question, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, it sucks to just have to pick and choose.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to happen, but I definitely get bored by the straight people in this film. I mean, you see a movie where with Natasha Lyonne and Clea Duvall's characters.
I feel like the problem is that we didn't get to know any of the characters that well.
Yeah.
Even the queer characters. Like, I feel like the queer characters actually got the most development in terms of, like, what's going on. But then actually when the real issue came out, I was like, oh,
this is like a big problem.
It's a very big problem, and they just don't talk about it at all.
Yeah.
So
Natasha Lyonne's character is bisexual. We determined that. And but then her issue is that she misses Dick.
Yes.
And she wants to sleep with men.
But then we also find out that they sleep with each other with a strap on. So it's like there's literally nothing else Natasha Lyonne or Clea Duvall can do, and it's just
like unless you make it an open relationship, I think you guys need to break up.
Yeah. Because it's valid, Natasha Lyonne's feelings.
Yeah, totally valid.
Then they just don't address it, and they're
Yeah.
going to move in together.
If obviously Natasha Lyonne is not feeling satisfied, so she might need to move on.
And that's how Nikki Nichols gets into prison in
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black.
Exactly.
This is a prequel for Orange is the New Black.
I really love to think about actors' careers as one character, just dip through different points.
Different
of life.
points. That's funny.
So that's funny. So like, if you think of this movie as like a "But I'm a Cheerleader" follow-up, where they get together at the camp, and then this movie happens where they've been together for a while, but she misses Dick, and then all of a sudden she's in prison.
She's in prison.
But then she comes out of prison and is in Russian Doll.
Yeah, and is living the same life over and over and over again. Mainly, we love Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah, Natasha Lyonne and Clea Duvall. Love them. Love Colby Smulders.
And Clea Duvall is in one of the best movies of all time.
She's all that?
She's all that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Rachel Lee Cook so much.
I feel like this movie is definitely interesting to see. It's definitely just about relationships if you're into that kind of content. If I had to rate this movie, yeah, I would give it like a 3.25 out of 5.
All right.
Out of 5 flannels.
Honestly, seeing queer representation anywhere is just heart
delight.
lifting and
Yeah.
so nice. So I was glad. I was very, very, very glad that they were included in a slice of life movie about relationships.
Yeah. So what would you give it?
I would say 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5?
As a slice of life movie.
Cool. Thanks for making queer stuff, Clea Duvall, and we look forward to watching more of your stuff in the future.
Yay!
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch the whole movie with us, please join our Patreon, link below. And you can see fun highlights like these.
Clea Duvall plays everybody's girlfriend. She was Abby's girlfriend. She's Rory Gilmore's girlfriend on Handmaid's Tale. Wife.
She was also the girlfriend on Veep.
That's what I'm saying. She's everybody's. They're like, who's gay? And they're like, Clea Duvall.
Why do I suddenly ship this?
Oh, I ship it. I forget that people are straight. I really do. I'm like, why? You're so different. It's weird.
Why be straight when you could, like, have all
women?
People? Yeah. Why be straight when you could, like, date women?
Yeah. Or be bisexual at least. My God.
Woo!
Oh.
Fucking in the bed.
Natasha Lyonne has played queer so much.
But she's not a lesbian.
I know. Weird.
Good for her.
We both said at the same time.
Thank you for
ally. A true ally.
a true ally.
If you're going to be straight, at least play gay all the time. But also give roles to queer women.
Yeah. Thank you for being on the forefront of playing queer roles, like with But I'm a Cheerleader and Marry Me, Colby Smulders.
Scientists believe
That I should be married to Colby Smulders. Has Colby Smulders ever played queer? Because aside from Stumptown now.
Let's be honest. What's her character's name in...
Marvel?
Yeah.
Maria Hill.
She'd probably fuck Captain Marvel.
Ooh.
She has access to the pager.
Her getting a booty, like...
A booty call?
Paging a booty call for
Captain Marvel comes back to Earth, and she's like, what?
Weren't those fun highlights?
Oh, you just showed the highlight.
Yeah, I did.
Yay!
We were so funny in those
hilarious.
highlights. We have new merch now. Check out our merch on Teespring.
Teespring.
I can't remember how I end these. Come back next week for some more drunk queer fun.
Bye.
Bye.